My name is Rachel. I'm a music major at Colorado State University Pueblo, and for this video project I prepared this presentation on the traditional music, performances, and rituals of the Mountain Ute people of southern Colorado. Through our research, we learned that they have a rich musical tradition going back thousands of years. Music often took a spiritual or religious nature, especially in combination with ritual, and it was the main form of connection with the supernatural. To our surprise, we learned that there are songs for every occasion and every ritual. Traditional music is largely monophonic, meaning it only contains one line and has no accompaniment. This is very different from the layered music of Western cultures, but is typical of the Native Americans. Their music is dominated by vocal tunes, often combined with percussion and rarely accompanied by a flute or stringed instrument, though stringed instruments were reserved for love songs. There is no key or scale, and instead more basal concepts are utilized. The melody attached to a song is determined solely by what sounds good or right for the situation the song applies to, rather than conforming to any specific set of rules. This is in sharp contrast to European societies, where social structures such as the church or simply tradition would determine the quote-unquote correct way to make music for thousands of years. Music was historically performed by men, but in some situations and during some rituals, women would join in. Women also have their own situational songs, such as songs for corn grinding, lullabies, and personal songs. However, while men's songs are loud and often performed in public ceremonies, the women's songs are private and traditionally performed alone. There are many rituals and ceremonies which the Ute people perform for a variety of spiritual or cultural reasons. One of the most important of these is the bear dance. It is performed in the early spring to coincide with when bears emerge from hibernation. During this ceremony, the performers gather in an enclosed space, such as a corral or tent, and play an instrument called a marachi. This is a grooved piece of wood similar to an instrument called a frog or a toad, and it produces a deep growling sound much like a bear. This ritual is one of the most important because, according to their mythology, the bear was the ancestor of the Ute people. The performance of the bear dance, along with other ritual expressions of worship and respect, serves to strengthen their familial bond and friendship between the tribe and the bears. The purpose of the bear dance is to assist the bears in recovering from hibernation and finding food, and to help protect the dancers from bear attacks. It's also believed to help the Ute people send messages to their dead friends and relatives. Another important ritual is known as the jigging dance, or alternatively as the turkey dance. During this ceremony, the singers sit around a large drum, which is played as they sing. They are surrounded by a circle of dancers who follow their leader in imitating the strut of a turkey, with their heads thrust forward and their arms dangling. These traditional ceremonies, songs, and dances have evolved and changed as the centuries have gone by, often undergoing significant changes as a result of Western influence. Some of the most noticeable of these are the peyote songs. They emerged as a synthesis of native beliefs with Christian theology, and though it began in Mexico, it has made its way into different tribes, including the Ute. This ceremony involves using many instruments, such as gourd rattles, water drums, and staffs. The instruments are passed around clockwise, and each member of the group must sing 4 songs in turn, 4 times each. They hold the staff in their left hand and accompany their singing with a rattle in their right hand. These peyote songs are notable for their fast tempo and lack of vibrato, along with short syllables to accentuate the sheer speed of the singing. These songs would accompany the ritual use of peyote, especially in healing and cleansing rituals. I knew before this project that many Native American belief systems are based on nature and its processes, but I had no idea just how deep the relationship between Ute spirituality and the natural world was. Through researching this process, I realized that there was a great deal I did not know or understand about Ute culture, and I learned that there is not only a beautiful structure to both ancient and modern Ute melodies, but that all of their music has a very specific purpose to it. Another startling thing to learn was how greatly modern music has been influenced by Western culture, and how strikingly different other musical traditions can be. Even as a music major, I had never realized just how different they are. At the same time, I was surprised by how greatly more recent Ute compositions have been influenced by outside sources. It was incredibly eye-opening, and I believe that it can be an important educational experience to learn about traditional music of other cultures, especially as a music major. After this project, I look forward to exploring more aspects of Ute culture, tradition, and history.
As students of the Honors Program at Colorado State University, Pueblo, we believe that an understanding of Ute culture is important to an understanding of the history of southern Colorado as a whole, and of Pueblo County in particular. That is why we set out to create this video series to help educate others about the Ute people. None of us are members of the Ute Nation and are not experts, so it was surprising what we learned and what we didn't know that we didn't know. Because of our inexperience with this topic, we have compiled a list of the sources we have used to create these video lectures. This list of sources will be available in the description of this video and every video in this series. Furthermore, for more information, you can visit the website of the Ute Mountain Reservation at www.utemountaintribe.com or check out the Colorado Experience series of videos produced by Rocky Mountain PBS.